Welcome back, thank you for joining me. And today I have a problem with my XC70. It started to make some weird clunking, knocking noise up front. I decided to check it out by raising the front of the car and moving the wheels. Let's see what's the problem. So the left driver's side is pretty good, doesn't show any signs of looseness or knocking, but on the other side yeah, there is a problem here. Let's take the wheel. Yeah, definitely right here the outer tie rod is gone bad, and this what was making the noise random on different speeds and different road surfaces. I'm gonna be ordering both parts, left and right. You want to replace them simultaneously on either side because you will be paying for wheel alignment. I'm gonna order the parts and wait for them. A few days later I got the parts in. Original Volvo tie rod ends made in France. Each kit contains everything you need to replace. I could go aftermarket, which will be way cheaper, but I plan to keep the car for as much as I can, so I will be installing only quality original parts. They look pretty decent, good quality, and it looks like Volvo changed the design. This yellow ring will probably prevent from moisture getting into the boot. So we'll compare the old and the new part a bit later. To get the job done, I will need a 6mm on the inner and a 21mm socket for the nut. I'm gonna wire brush the threads as best as I can, and unfortunately I just found out that I've run out of WD-40, so I'm gonna be using a diff oil. I'm not sure if it helps, but that's what I had on the shelf, and I was too lazy to drive to the store to get WD-40. I'm gonna break the nut free, pretty rusty here. Now this part was the hardest of all, getting this nut undone and unscrewing the tie rod of the inner one, the hardest of all. I don't have a lift and I'm doing everything on jack stands, which is not very comfortable to do this job. I'm showing you here already the last moments where I got it finally loose. It took me a lot longer than what you see here in the video. This handy tool, the separator, I have it on the shelf, but it doesn't fit, so I have to grind a bit of the length. Now it's much shorter and the tool should fit no problem. I did check the inner rod and it was completely fine. I decided to save and not replace those. Now I have to figure out how to hold the inner one in place while unscrewing the outer. This was another pain to do it, but finally it started to go off. And no, I did not count the revs here, but I'm gonna be using the nut as a reference point when I install the new tie rod end. Time to compare the old versus new. Looks like it's a newer design. That yellow ring is there. On the old one you don't have it, just the rubber boot. Looks like Volvo did make some changes here, and hopefully those tie rods will last longer than the original ones. The car is almost 12 years old and almost 100,000 kilometers or 60,000 miles on the car. Reinstalling the tie rod, the outer tie rod, is pretty straightforward. Just screw it back into position and lock the nut in place. Next is a screenshot from VIDA to properly torque the tie rod. And the truck rod nut just by feel, because when they do the alignment they will undo this nut again. It's already got dark. I'm doing now the other side, which is the driver's side. I did clean the threads as best as I could. And first I'm gonna undo this truck rod nut. The other side now goes much faster, so it's a bit easier because I know what to expect. The pipe wrench definitely helped me out here to do the job properly. Please don't judge me too hard because I'm not a professional mechanic. I'm doing this procedure as best as I know, and I'm using the tools that I have in my garage. Pretty much finishing here. Now I'm gonna make an appointment with Volvo for wheel alignment, and the total cost around 300 Canadian for parts and 220 for alignment. Not cheap. So $520 total Canadian. but I saved quite a bit by doing this job myself. And here is the day I'm at Volvo. The guys are great, they're taking care of the car really well. The wheel alignment is complete, and the mechanic explained that one of the parameters is out of range and it cannot be adjusted, but he reassured me that it's not gonna affect the drivability of the car and it will not wear the tires at all. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the result of the wheel alignment. I hope that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.